You've got to live for the future, Maria. You've got to do everything you can to stay alive and be safe. Otherwise, you'll be no good to anyone. Let me help you, please.
The immigration officials are here again to talk to Maria. I told them they had to speak to you first.
There's an emergency in HDU.
That's Maria. What is it?
I think she's having respiratory problems.
We did all we could, but she arrested.
Oh, my lord.
What? How is she now?
Unfortunately, we were unable to resuscitate her. I'm sorry. Maria is dead.
It may not be as bad as you think. There could be a logical explanation.
Such as?
I don't know, maybe Johnny told her the house was on the market and she bought it herself.
We couldn't buy the house because Johnny's money was tied up. Now I know why. He was buying the house for Lauren.
But Ellen, surely that doesn't make any sense. How long has he known this woman?
Well, their daughter is 8 years old, and Johnny told me they only met up again a couple of months ago.
I don't understand.
They broke up before we met. He didn't even know she was pregnant.
Oh.
She said she didn't want anything from him. It was all a big lie.
Have you talked to Johnny about this yet?
No, he isn't back yet. I can't do it over the phone.
Well, I think you should wait and hear his side of the story.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Jenny.
Poor honey.
Miss Montoya's sudden death was a tragedy for us all, believe me.
Of course.
I'll forward her death certificate to you as soon as possible.
Thank you, Dr. McKenna.
What's happening? It's Maria.
She's left us.
Did immigration take her? That sucks.
No. She's died.
But I thought she was getting better. So did we all.
Poor honey, he's just devastated. He loved her very much, you know.
Really?
And I think she loved him. But of course she couldn't renounce her vows. She was a bride of Christ. And now she's with him. Oh, it's heartbreaking, it really is. I think I'll just pop through and offer my condolences.
Maybe Hone would like a bit of time to himself just now.
Of course. But I would like to pay my last respects. We were very close, Maria and I.
Well, perhaps once we've laid out the body, maybe after the committee meeting.
I better get back to work.
Oh, I don't think I could face a committee meeting after what's happened.
Marge, we're all counting on you. You are the management committee's guiding light.
Thank you, Carmen. I suppose life does go on.
You're not wrong there, Marge.
Hi, Joe.
Sam, how's the music business?
It's getting better and better.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, I need to check up on this patient I brought in. Could you get the file out for me?
Oh, they're just over there.
Thanks.
It's nice that you care so much.
Only takes a minute.
Don't mind me. Make yourself at home.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What were you doing?
I was checking on this patient I brought in.
You don't have the proper authorisation to look into patient files.
I said he could. Sorry, Aunt.
Andy Tremaine. You didn't bring him in, Sam. He walked in on his own 2 feet.
Of course, must have been a mistake.
Next time you feel the need to involve yourself in patient welfare, do it from the other side of the counter or I'll be speaking to your superiors.
Helen sends her apologies, Marge. Grace has already left, and Honey, as you know.
Yeah, well, we'll have to start with whom we've got. That all right? Before we get on to the business in hand, I'd like us all to observe a moment's silence in the memory of the late Maria Montoya. Thank you. And as you know, we're here to discuss Guy's grievance with the new logo, etc., etc. Michael?
Well, to begin with, I'd like to announce that the first consignment of the new uniforms has finally arrived.
Oh.
Yes, that would normally be a cause for celebration, but because of Guy's childish and irresponsible actions, we may not be able to use them.
What?
Well, if this matter is going to be dragged through the courts, we may have to cancel the outstanding order and cut our losses.
I'm just standing up for my rights. I've been swindled, plain and simple.
You signed a contract in good faith. You took the weekend away. You were perfectly happy
Good
with that.
faith? That's a joke. Look, I signed for the new uniforms, not for an entire revamp of the clinic's image.
It's not like the logo is original anyway. It's just an adaptation of the old one.
Well, then why didn't you stick with the old one?
You haven't got a case, Guy.
Well, I'm fully prepared to test that in the court.
Look, there are obviously strong feelings on both sides of this issue, and it's much better if we can sort it out here and now.
Absolutely.
So, what do you think, Jen?
Well, although the logo changes are subtle, I think Guy's work should be acknowledged.
Thank you. Acknowledged how? A statue and reception?
A display case with his crayons and colouring books?
I think the fairest way would be to pay him something. I'm not talking thousands of dollars here, Michael, but a reasonable figure the committee agrees on. Well, what do you think?
Well, I can't see anything wrong with that.
Well, I can. There's no money in the kitty march.
Oh, come on, Michael. You would have had to pay a designer in the first place.
Instead, the money was invested in the new improvements.
Calm down, both of you. True, there are no funds available to cover this. But I think I have a way, if the committee's prepared to consider it. Shoot.
Hey, Groovers, what's happening?
Good news about Eddie Tremaine.
Yeah? What?
I had looked at his file. Just a quick peek, but it was enough.
And?
Looks like his operation was a success. Now his hearing should be getting better by the day.
What, you mean like back to listening to demo tapes from hot new singers level?
I hope so. I reckon.
Great, huh?
We need a new strategy.
Oh, well, it just so happens I've got it here. That dormant engineer had to front up in court today. Forget this. Disturbing the peace. Anyhow, while he was gone, we got some real recording done.
Excellent.
You want to hear it now?
You bet. Oh, Biggs, the shopping can wait till after, right?
Yeah, it's okay, Sam. I'll handle it.
Hey, thanks, mate. My place, your music. Pump up the volume.
Cut back on coffee.
No way! Do you want us all falling asleep on the job?
We can afford to pay Guy if we cut back on non-essential items.
Oh, and how exactly do you define essential?
I cannot function without my regular dose of industrial strength, honestly. Get rid of the beds, the patients, but please, not the caffeine.
Well, I can see Jenny's point. Sacrifices have to be made. It won't hurt anyone to switch to instant.
Oh, please.
Margie's right. You can't have champagne on a beer income. Instant will have to do.
Oh, when was the last time you had instant coffee?
Oh, a decade ago, give or take a year or two, but that's not the point.
Right, instant it is. And what else, Jenny?
Well, we could keep the stationery cupboard locked. Anyone needing supplies will have to get the key from me. And we could phase out those expensive felt tip pens and yellow sticky pads.
Over my dead body? How can I take messages?
There's a quick turnaround for him.
I've made a list of possible cutbacks, actually.
What? No laundry allowances for the new uniforms.
Well, no new uniforms, otherwise.
Toll bars on all phones except reception. This is a clinic, not a youth hostel.
This is ridiculous, is what it is.
Well, I don't want to fork out at all, but if you want to support Guy's demands, which you seem to want to do, the money's got to come from somewhere.
I can see exactly what you're doing. This is manipulation.
No, it's not. Money doesn't grow on trees, Guy.
How about we think it over and reconvene later in the week for a decision?
I feel like he's not listening most of the time.
The money thing's bad enough, but passing on confidential patient information, it's out of character.
Well, he'd do anything for her.
But he's always been Mr. Ethics.
Ethics has gone the way of savings, common sense, responsibility.
Have you told him that?
Yeah, it's like talking to the proverbial brick wall.
Well, I'm not sure he'd listen to me either, but well, I'm glad we've had this talk.
So, how's Herbal Planet? Still in his happy little orbit?
Mate, headed for the moon at this rate. I tell you, we've found a nice little gap in the market.
Organic gunk. It's got a great future.
You make it sound like compost.
With his muck, there's money. Vets learn that early.
We're talking of muck.
Hey, guys. Alex about?
Don't think she's working tonight.
Shame. So it's the Lonely Hearts Club meeting this evening, eh?
Why don't you go crawl back under your rock?
Room service is better at Kirsty's.
Can't stag tonight, Greg.
Yep, the little lady's working late, bringing home the bacon. She's good like that.
Should do that a lot now. Extra shifts.
Hey, I'm a grasshopper, she's an ant. We're made for each other.
Must get kind of lonesome if she's working all these extra hours.
This look like a worried face? Mate, I've got far better things to do than sit around listening to my hair grow. Far better. Adios.
Can you believe the arrogance of that guy?
He's worried. He might not look it, but I can tell.
You reckon?
Just a matter of time. A few more nights on his own, the shark will be out looking for other fish. Believe it.
Joe.
Who did you think it was?
Greg.
So why the guilty look then? Have you been reading his diary or something?
No, it's just, are you going to be home for dinner?
I thought I'd go out, treat myself. Why don't you come with me?
No, I've got demo packs to sort out.
Top secret ones?
Things are going really well between me and Greg at the moment, and I don't want anything to spoil it.
I don't get it.
It's just that I haven't told him about working for Stuart yet.
Oh.
And the way that Stuart turned on him, he's going to think I'm totally disloyal.
Well, yes. But if it's a good thing, you should be able to tell him about it. And besides, he's bound to find out about it sooner or later anyway.
Yeah, I know you're right.
This place is like a goldfish bowl sometimes.
I've paid my broadcasting fee, mate. Sure, you nip off home and watch some mindless telly.
Yeah, I reckon. Hey.
Well, Joanna Jordan alone in a bar again. Not looking for Mr. Goodbar, I hope.
Who's Mr. Goodbar?
Never mind. Joe, I just hate to see a woman drinking alone. You don't mind if I join you?
No, please do. I just had the urge to get out of the house, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Orange and...
Orange and orange. Till after dinner, anyway.
Oh, you're dining. Well, that's a coincidence, so am I.
Great.
Hey, hope I'm not crashing a hot date here.
Oh, we just bumped into each other.
Yes, over 16, aren't you? Present for your doc.
Single malt, very nice.
Yep, that is top scotch, liquid gold.
Yeah, top price, too. Well, what have I done to deserve this?
Oh, a mate of mine got a good deal on a couple of cases. Thought one should go to a good home.
Oh, well, you'll just have to come round and drink it sometime.
You're on. Hey, you feeling lucky?
Maybe. Why'd you ask?
Well, I thought tonight's the night we waste those pool sharks.
Tonight? No, you'll have to count me out.
No worries, they'll keep it. Later, brother.
Okay, see you, Greg. Thanks again. Well, let's have a look at that menu, eh?
Late start.
Oh, I don't have to be in for a couple more hours yet.
Lucky for some.
Oh, I haven't seen much of you lately. It's Kirsty, isn't it?
Oh, I got home before you did.
Got me there. Coffee?
Oh, I'd love some.
So how was your night at the clinic? Wild times? Any sort of nasty drug robberies? Or...
No, I just spent most of the night writing out reports. How was your night?
I was okay. Kennedy's got a bit tame, so I tracked down some dudes for a pool tournament. You were out to the count when I got home.
Gotta catch up on sleep sometimes.
Yeah, it's just a shame it has to be in bed.
You said you were going to tell him, right?
No, and I don't need you to remind me.
Well, now is your chance. Why put it off?
I said it was unavoidable, not that I had to spill the beans right away.
Okay. See you at work.
Bye.
So, what was little Bo Peep bleeding about this time?
Oh, nothing. Greg, there's something I have to tell you.
Yeah, far away.
Okay. I haven't exactly been straight with you.
Yeah?
I didn't work an extra shift at the clinic last night or any of the other times lately. I've been working for Stuart selling his cosmetic line.
You're working for Nelson?
Yes, but it's just a business arrangement. I haven't forgiven him for all the things he said about you. It's just that it's a really good opportunity for me.
Fair enough.
You're really mad at me, aren't you?
It's quite a shock, Kirst. Just got one question.
What?
Do you like your coffee stirred clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Are you having me on, right?
Excellent, babe. It's good experience, extra cash. I can't fault that.
Hello? Anyone home?
Good morning, Carmen.
Hi, Madge.
Hello, Marge.
I'm having a whip around for some flowers for Honey.
Oh, of course.
Count me in.
No, thank you very much. I know how important every last penny is for you.
It's the principle, Marge.
The principle that everyone else can do without while you feather your own nest. Have you never heard of the October Revolution?
It's August.
Do you mind holding the fort while I go into the staff room to get some refreshments while I can? And please be as sparing as possible with the sticky pads.
I don't believe this. Do you see what he's doing? This is divide and rule.
Well, it seems to be working. Just as well you're used to being unpopular.
I'm not.
Howdy, flatties. Hey, I saw you did a great shot. I promise next time I will carry the bags.
Oh, that's okay, Carmen. I love the exercise.
Hey, there's a message for you, Sammy. Leah phoned confirming the meeting at lunchtime.
Cool.
Is it business or pleasure?
Business, of course. Now, we've got some more mixes to listen to.
Maybe you could shine his shoes while you wait.
Pardon?
Nothing. Look, I don't want to be late for my patient pickups, that's all.
Will you chill out? My lunch break is my prerogative. It won't get in the way of patient pickups, okay?
If you say, Sam.
Ooh, what's up with her?
She's just a bit snarky about Leah. She reckons I'm doing too much for her.
And are you?
No way. I wish I could do more.
Not you as well.
Elementary physics, Guy. Cause and effect. If you choose to deprive your fellow workers of their few simple pleasures, you must expect a reaction.
This is so petty.
Your words.
Oh, I see. You're just gonna stand idly by while I'm ostracized by the group, cave into peer pressure, and drop my very valid and rightful claim. Thanks a lot, brother.
Delicious blend, this.
I was thinking of cutting down anyway.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for keeping me company last night.
Yeah, Kennedy's is a bit like a bus shelter sometimes, isn't it?
Maybe we could have a home-cooked dinner sometime.
Yeah, I'd like that. Only not at my place. Hone needs a space at the moment.
Yeah, of course. There's always my place. How about tonight?
Well, I'd have to check my busy social schedule, of course, but tonight sounds fine. I'll have my people contact yours.
Great.
Yes, Maggie, everything's sorted this end. Flights confirmed, the lot. Well, tell him I'm looking forward to meeting him, too. Yeah, see you at Heathrow. Love you. Bye. Ellen, how are you?
Not great. Are you busy?
Have a seat. Have you spoken to Johnny?
No, I went round to see Lauren.
Gosh, that was brave of you. What did you say?
Well, there was nobody there, so I let myself in.
You did what?
The key was under the pot plant. I know it was a dreadful thing to do, but I had to...
What happened?
There was a big photo on the wall and a couple of albums full of pictures of Lauren and Hannah since she was a baby. And Johnny was in just about all of them.
Oh,
He's been seeing them for years, Jenny. The whole time we've been married.
I was wondering about a wreath for Maria.
That's a lovely thought, Marge, but her body's being flown back to Guatemala.
Has anyone seen Sam?
Nope, not even a glimpse.
Our lunch break finished 10 minutes ago and we're late for our first pickup.
Oh, it doesn't sound like Sam. Something must have happened.
Yeah, and I think I know exactly what. Look, if you see him, can you tell him I've gone without him?
So there'll be no funeral service here then?
Afraid not.
Oh. Oh, well, anything I can do, just let me know. I'm organising flowers for Honey.
Oh, thanks, Marge. That's very considerate.
Oh, nonsense. It's the least I can do. That poor woman, to die so young. Still can't get over it.
Here you go, my very, very own specially blended gazpacho. And how are you feeling?
Pretty good for a dead woman.
Well, take these two and you'll feel better still.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. You're my patient now, and I'm not letting you out of my sight until you're completely recovered. Until then, it's antibiotics all the way.
When can I get back to Guatemala?
Well, you're not ready yet. And anyway, this way, they won't be looking for Maria Montoya. Very good.
I don't know how to thank you for all you have done.
Well, don't thank me. Thank Michael. He was the one who had to sign the death certificate.
He has taken quite a risk then, hasn't he, professionally?
Not compared to the risks you've faced.
This is so much better than the marriage idea. Now I don't have to be a burden in your life.
You wouldn't have been a burden. Ever.
You are a very loyal man, Hona.
Well, it's not just loyalty. Not anymore.
So what do you think of this one?
Yeah, that's better.
Tell that to El Bozo at the studio. He trashed it.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, what about the vocals? Are they forward enough?
Yeah, they're okay, really. Look, I've got to go. I'm late as.
Okay. I'll catch you later then.
Cool. Man. Sorry, Vix.
Gas?
Mr. Talbot!
We're gonna get you out of here, Mr. Talbot. It's okay, Mr. Talbot. It's okay.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see.